not that they need a lot of help, but Texas Tech and BYU could get some strange help in a way that I don't think we'd ever imagined, not on the gridiron, but maybe on the hardwood.
The NBA players are coming to college again. Like, cut. And there will be people. Tom Izzo was a pretty prevalent commenter on this, saying that, BYU, Baylor, Texas Tech, Kansas, if these schools are doing that, I'll call Scott Drew. I'll make sure it's not going to, I'll make sure I fix this. Like, we are talking about college coaches that look at the rules and they say, you, the NCAA, have built this rule book that says we can have these players who are no longer amateurs come participate in our program. So if it's legal in the rule books, we're going to do it. Chicago Bulls two-way player Trentyn Flowers, this is from On3, is drawing interest from many college programs. A source told On3, Florida, Kentucky, BYU, Texas Tech, Kansas, Clemson, and more are all in there. He was a top 25 recruit in 2023, so still young. He's 20 years old, and played a couple weeks ago in an NBA game. I agree with the sentiment that this is wrong. Now, there is the pushback that European players who play in the Pro League in Europe come over all the time to the United States. It's never been an issue, and now all of a sudden it's a problem when BYU and Texas Tech want to do it. I agree that that is messed up, and there's a way to fix this, and we should have rules for this, but it needs to be cohesive across the board. But let me be very clear. Somebody posts on Twitter and says, at this point, if you're a coach or a school going after these players, I'm definitely judging. When you know something's wrong and you still look to do it yourself, says a lot. Let me take you back to, allegedly, a Cadillac that pulls up next to Cam Newton with a McDonald's bag that has $100,000 in it, right? When we're talking about things that are legal or illegal in college football or college basketball, schools have been bending the rules for decades to ensure that they can win. TJ, I heard a hilarious story. This was unbelievable. I was with Archie Manning a couple months ago, and he's sitting down with Coach Vaught, the namesake of Vaught Hemingway Stadium at Ole Miss. They meet with the GM of the Saints, who are about to draft Archie Manning. And the Saints say, hey, when we draft you, here's the dollar offer we're going to put on the table. And Coach Vaught looks the GM in the eyes and says, Archie was making more than that at Ole Miss. And that is the perfect epitome of what college athletics has been. But now that it's legal, now that you can do it, now that the rules say you can do it, whether I agree or disagree with the rules, either BYU and Texas Tech do it, or Duke's going to do it, or Alabama, or Arkansas with John Calipari, or Florida, or UConn. If the Big 12 schools don't start doing it, somebody else is going to. And as long as that rule says that I can, I will.
I'd like to see it not happen, but like you just said, if it's going to start happening, you have to take advantage of every opportunity that you can.
Can I ask you too? What do we do with the European players? Because they start going pro at like 16 now, and they go play.
The loophole that allows it.
Yeah, that's never been a problem. It's always been, Purdue can have 7 guys named Kursmavitov, and they'll be 8 feet tall, and they played pro ball for 3 years in Czechoslovakia. It doesn't exist anymore, Czech Republic. Do we ban that? Is it banned across the board? You can't play pro?
No, I think once the toothpaste is out of the tube, right, to use an old Sunday school analogy, I don't see that ever, you can't put the cat back in the box, man. Like once it's out, you've opened it, and that's the way that things are. I, again, don't love this just in general, but at the same time, you're not going to win many lawsuits. There's no real reason that college athletics are under this, amateurism umbrella. There's no real reason that still exists. I mean, there is, but like you're seeing with the Diego Pavias of the world and the people that continue to just go and get more and more and more eligibility, eventually they're even challenging the whole 4 and 5 years of eligibility. Because why does that 4 and 5 year eligibility rule exists? Well, it made sense because guys needed time to develop, get their degree, and then go off to the NFL or pro leagues or start their careers, right? And it lined up with a timeline for a degree. A lot of these kids don't care about degrees at this point, and I'm not saying all of them, but just in college athletics, they don't care about degrees. They're going to jump school to school. Who knows what credits are transferring? They're going school to school to school, whoever offers the biggest paycheck, and that's where they're going to play a lot of times. And kids don't, what is tying kids to this theoretical number of you can only play college athletics for 4 years? Because let's call college athletics what it is now. It's a minor league system for the pro leagues. Like, that's just all it is. And it's a paid minor league system. It's a very well paid minor league system. If you look at the difference between the G League or minor league baseball or what is the hockey one? I don't know.
ECHL, the AHL. Come on. Go
down a level just everywhere. It's a very well-paid minor league, but it's a minor league. And so you can go play Major League Baseballs, or you can play minor league baseball for your entire career. Why can't you play college baseball for 20 years? Eventually all that stuff will get challenged and they will have to just put, rules about it, make them feeder leagues into the main leagues. But yeah, again, somebody's going to do this. Might as well be the teams that you cheer for.
You just said it. I don't even know if you just spewed gold right there. I'm not sure.
Wow, a lot of word salad, so who knows?
You could play G League, you could play minor league, you could play ECHL, AHL, whatever. You start naming these leagues, these feeder leagues, and make pennies on the dollar compared to what kids make in NIL today. Like we're talking about a guy who played the NBA a few weeks ago. He can go to college basketball and be a multi-millionaire based off his contract. Doesn't have to go like, oh yeah, we go to the NFL, go to college basketball. You're a late round draft pick and you get a rookie contract that you're just not that lucrative, but good luck, have fun. Wait till your first big boy contract to really make money. Or in college basketball, make money today. 20 years old, 21 years old, make more money in college basketball because the NIL system is broken, because the portal is broken. That's where this starts. It opens that door for, well, wait, I can make a whole lot more money with way less regulation by being in college basketball. Mm-hmm. Why don't I just go back to play college basketball? That's what we're seeing now. And again, TJ, the system is certainly broken. Everybody agrees on that. But the second we go to challenge it, someone's going to say, well, you let, there's the almost Sherman antitrust. If he can do it, then I have to be able to do it. Otherwise, he's monopolized this. So now we're all, well, he got to play pro ball in Europe and then he got to come play here. So you can't make pro ball in Europe illegal anymore to play NCAA athletics because it's not fair. There's that fair. Or if you do, you got to back pay 1 billion people $1 million because they sued you. This is just a situation that I don't have the answers. A situation I don't have the dollars for. That's what it is. If I had all the money in the world, I could fix it.
Even the people with the dollars don't have the answers. They just make it up as they go along, and Correct. They get richer while we continue to talk about it.
100%.
Do you have any thoughts on, how does this kid end up playing for a college? Or
look, BYU just signed one of these guys. Baylor and BYU both signed G League guys a few weeks ago that are in the fold now and playing college basketball. So I think that they set the precedent. BYU's kind of set a precedent for these players being welcome in their program. Kevin Young, one of the great NBA assistants as well. I'd be surprised if he doesn't use that sway to bring this guy in and get Flowers in the fold.
I like it. Drake, where can people follow you? Where they can find your content?
Yeah, at Locked On Big 12, wherever you find your podcast, at Drake C. Toll on Twitter, and The Drake Toll Show on Westwood One, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. on YouTube or the Westwood One app every single morning with their radio station.
Appreciate you, bud.
Always fun, TJ. Today's show is brought to you by FanDuel. FanDuel is exactly where I go during the NBA season on my Fridays. Yes, that's right. My Fridays for happy hour. NBA happy hour is awesome. It's the official pregame, a limited time window where special offers drop right inside the FanDuel app before the action starts. Fridays from 6 to 7:30 Eastern have become appointment viewing with my NBA happy hour. Open the FanDuel app during holiday happy hour and bring something new. Boosts, bonuses, surprises. So before tip off, check the FanDuel app. See what's dropping during NBA happy hour every Friday from 6 to 7:30 Eastern. A little basketball, a little action, a whole lot of Friday energy. NBA happy hour only on FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NBA. It's FanDuel. Download the FanDuel app and do it today.